As I was attempting to answer your question very calmly, unlike you,
Excuse me, Madam Attorney General. Answer yes or no. Tell me what the numbers are. I don't want to hear all of your filibuster about this. Go ahead, please. Tell us the numbers.
So we are reorganizing. ATF agents want to be out on the street.
Okay,
Working
let me
with
answer the
DEA
question for you.
agents.
I'm going to answer it for you. Page, Mr. Chairman, you give me a certain amount of time, and I have a high respect for you, but I don't have to listen, nor do my colleagues have to listen to a filibuster when it's a simple question. But I have an answer to your question. It's page 146 of the department's fiscal year 2026 budget, and the performance summary explicitly says, and let me quote, ATF will eliminate 541 industry operation investigators.
In a fiery exchange that lit up Capitol Hill, Attorney General Pam Bondi didn't hold back when challenged by a heated Democrat senator over a proposed 26% cut to the ATF's budget. What was supposed to be a budget review turned into a verbal brawl over gun control, law enforcement priorities, and political posturing. Bondi came prepared, and when the senator wouldn't stop interrupting, she unleashed a powerful takedown that left the room stunned. This was more than just a debate. This was a showdown. Stay with us as we break down the moment that has everyone talking. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss the raw truth from Washington's most explosive hearings. The hearing began with a loaded question. The Democrat senator launched straight into criticism of the Trump administration's proposed budget. Let's dive in.
At your confirmation hearing, you asserted that you will do everything in your power to prevent illegal gun runners in our country. Your budget request for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, ATF, proposes a cut of 26% below the current level. How can you justify such a massive cut without inevitably weakening ATF's ability to help our state and local law enforcement fight illegal gun trafficking? How many ATF law enforcement officers and industry operations investigators do you anticipate will be lost to attrition as a result of this funding reduction you're proposing?
So, I am a career prosecutor, and I believe in keeping America safe, making America safe. First, what we're doing is ATF is going to be brought over with DEA. Everyone knows, everyone sitting up here, guns and drugs go together. They go together. We're going to make it more efficient. What I will tell you will not be happening is ATF agents will not be knocking on the doors of legal gun owners in the middle of the night asking them about their guns. They're going to be out on the streets. If I can finish, they're going to be out on the streets.
I have three
No.
minutes.
You asked me a question.
I did, and
you asked me a question,
and you haven't
I'm gonna
answered my
it.
question.
So they're going to be out on the streets working
You haven't
hand in hand
answered my
with
question.
DEA
You
to
haven't
violate.
answered. Mr. Chairman, I'd like an answer to my question. And the question is not being answered. How many ATF law enforcement officers and industry operations investigators do you anticipate will be lost to attrition as a result of the funding reduction you are proposing? You are proposing a 26% cut to ATF for fiscal year 2026, as well as a 4.4% cut to DEA. So you're going to merge the two agencies together, and then you're going to shortchange their resources, so neither one of them will be able to do the job that they have been designed to do. You've got a 34% cut to the high-intensity drug trafficking areas program, no dedicated money at all for the Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Force. So, my view, it's fair to say that the Trump administration proposal shortchanges federal efforts to stop illegal gun trafficking and federal efforts to stop the flow of dangerous illegal drugs like fentanyl.
As I was attempting to answer your question very calmly, unlike you,
Excuse me, Madam Attorney General. Answer yes or no. Tell me what the numbers are. I don't want to hear all of your filibuster about this. Go ahead, please. Tell us the numbers.
So we are reorganizing. ATF agents want to be out on the street.
Okay,
working
let me answer the
DEA
question for you.
agents.
I'm going to answer it for you. Page, Mr. Chairman, you give me a certain amount of time, and I have a high respect for you, but I don't have to listen, nor do my colleagues have to listen to a filibuster when it's a simple question. But I have an answer to your question. It's page 146 of the department's fiscal year 2026 budget, and the performance summary explicitly says, and let me quote, ATF will eliminate 541 industry operation investigators, reducing ATF's capacity to regulate the firearms and explosive industries by approximately 40% in fiscal year 2026. ATF will perform fewer regulatory inspections. And the department summary goes on to say, and let me quote, ATF anticipates a reduction of approximately 284 support personnel and 186 agents based on historical attrition patterns, and these personnel cuts will impact ATF across various functions, unquote. If the capacity to regulate firearms industry is reduced by 40%, if you are losing 186 ATF law enforcement agents on top of that, it is clear the direction you are headed with this budget, and that's what it is, isn't it? The proposal will weaken our ability to stop gun trafficking, and it will greatly reduce ATF support for state and local law enforcement that helps them prevent and solve violent crimes. It's a bad proposal.
Do you want to hear my answer in 3 seconds? You mentioned regulatory functions. We will not be having ATF agents go to the doors of gun owners in the middle of the night asking them about their guns, period. They will be out on the streets with DEA, guns and drugs.
How many are gone?
It will be attrition. We are not firing agents. They will be working.
How many
with
have
DEA.
taken attrition?
Can I tell you that they all want to be on the streets? They want to be doing their jobs. They want to be.
But you're getting them
guns.
off the streets.
They want.
You're getting them off the streets.
We're putting them on the streets. And they want to be working with DEA.
You are getting them off the streets. There is no clear. And Mr. Chairman, I yield back my time.
Despite the senator's constant interruptions and political grandstanding, Pam Bondi stood her ground with poise, clarity, and purpose. She didn't just defend the budget, she explained it. While her opponent was more interested in scoring sound bites, Bondi stayed focused on facts. No agents are being fired, the strategy is shifting to real crime fighting, and law-abiding gun owners won't be harassed. Her message was crystal clear. This isn't about politics. It's about protecting Americans efficiently and effectively. And while others played to the cameras, she laid out a vision grounded in experience, strategy, and public safety. Bondi didn't just win the argument. She reminded everyone why leadership isn't about shouting the loudest. It's about knowing what matters most. This wasn't just a battle over numbers. It was a clash of ideologies. One side wants more money, more bureaucracy, more control. The other, results, efficiency, safety. Pam Bondi made it clear, gun ownership isn't the enemy. Criminals are. And cutting red tape to put more boots on the ground is not a step back. It's a smarter way forward. If you believe in holding the line, in protecting freedom while enforcing the law, then this moment was a clear win. If you support common sense law enforcement and leaders who won't be bullied by political noise, make sure to hit that subscribe button now.